continue with advanced phases. Phase 2 will be initiated soon, this year or in the beginning of the next year. And
all of this happening, Bitcoin sitting there at the number 10 position. This is crazy. It's getting ready to flip Meta. Is that right?
And the caption for this picture that he actually posted on the presidential Twitter account was just like we drew it up. And everyone thought that they were talking about the Super Bowl when they weren't.
There has to be a home regulator. Yeah, a stateless currency eventually is going to get banned in big places like the United States and China because...
For Add Stronghold, click Add Account and search Stronghold.
Enjoy the ride, pal.
It's the XRP Army.
Shout out to the latest appreciate you stopping by, fam. Go ahead, hop in the mothership. Throw on them moon suits. Throw on them pilot shades. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. With the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 1.93 trillion, down about 1.2% in the past 24. We got XRP in that number 6 spot, right around 52 cents. We got Stellar XLM right around 11 cents. We got BTC right around 49K, ETH right around 26 hundo. We got Flare Networks right around 3 cents, XDC 0.04, Songbird right around a penny and a half, and we got Zahao right around 10.5 cents. We got one from Big Bragg Garland House to kick things off with standard custody. We'll be able to improve existing product offerings for our customers, as well as explore new products and use cases, all in a fully compliant way. To date, Ripple has secured nearly 40 U.S. money transmitter licenses, MPI licenses for MAS, VASP registration with Central Bank of Ireland and counting. Ripple planning to acquire crypto custodian, standard custody, along with this New York charter. The company is trying to push beyond its payments network business. And here goes the official Ripple post. Today, we're excited to announce that Ripple has signed a deal to acquire standard custody, strengthening our product offerings and adding to our growing portfolio of regulatory licensees around the world. Learn more about the latest acquisition. Monica Long says, as we integrate custody more deeply into Ripple's product, we see clear synergies with standard custody to complement our payments and custody offerings, all in service of being a one-stop shop to move, convert, and store value. With blockchain and crypto, XRP, the one true killer app. And if you can't see what's happening right before your eyes, standard custody, your institutional grade digital asset custody solution. Standard custody offers secure custody solutions that stand up with the strictest regulations and unlock the value of digital assets for institutional investors. Also, Medico, the institutional standard for digital asset services, launched large-scale digital asset capabilities with our mission-critical custody infrastructure. The dominoes continue to fall into place. Meanwhile, the 99% continue to cry. The 1% diamond hands continue to buy. Know what you hold? We got one from Mr. Man XRP. Turkey A CBDC has completed their proof of concept 2023 and looking to commence the next phase beginning 2024.
CBDC projects that have been taken on by your institution. So I thought as a first question, we could simply talk about where you are with your CBDC project, your pilots, and what your plans are for the next few years.
of course, first of all, I thank the Atlantic Council and the Digital Dollar Project for organizing this exciting event. I'm sure we'll learn a lot from each other during these 2 days. And as for Turkey, we initiated our research and development activities on CBDC in 2020 with the proof of concept studies. And these involve testing the applicability of various distributed ledger technologies into CBDC. And following the successful completion of the proof of concept studies, we officially launched the Central Bank Digital Turkish Lira Research and Development Project the same year. So the project necessitated significant and diversified technological capacity, and for that purpose we began the first phase of the project with the contribution of the active involvement of leading national technology stakeholders, and that really facilitated the development process. And we completed the first phase of our CBDC project this year in 2023, and it involved the initial testing of strategic and critical technologies along with limited closed-circuit pilot tests. And based on the results of these tests, we will continue with advanced phases. Phase 2 will be initiated soon, this year or in the beginning of the next year. And I can say that exploring CBDCs has been a significant undertaking for us, but we assumed an iterative yet flexible approach in our quest for CBDC study.
We got Panos, XRPL mainnet is a how EVM sidechain, Corium, Flare, Futureverse, anything that is connected to the XRP ledger extends XRP's utility and opens the way for more potential use cases and more devs, builders, projects to come into this ecosystem. It's great for both XRP and the XRP ledger. Embrace the changes, embrace innovation, embrace the multi-chain world that is upon us, and start participating and supporting many different builders that are doing something for this ecosystem and industry. This is the only way we succeed. We got XRP drops Bitcoin soars to 10th largest asset globally, leaving Berkshire Hathaway and JP Morgan behind.
Bitcoin soars to the 10th largest asset class globally. So this leaves Berkshire Hathaway and JP Morgan behind. So, I mean, just remember the two words I just said there, Berkshire Hathaway, JP Morgan. That's crazy. Nearly 1 trillion mark reflects an extraordinary ascent, highlighting the leading crypto's growing prominence, solidifying status in the financial market. I think that's already been proven now that we've got Wall Street active. This also particularly noteworthy is comparison to ETH, second largest cryptocurrency, which occupies the 36th spot. I think ETH is still underperforming right now. ETH is one of the ones that I think is a little bit on an opportunity for a potential move. So a lot to talk about. We'll probably do a video on that later this week. Notably, the market cap exceeds the industry's titans such as Berkshire Hathaway at $861 billion, Tesla, Visa, JP Morgan, $500 billion. All of this happening, Bitcoin sitting there at the number 10 position. This is crazy. It's getting ready to flip meta. Is that right? It's going to flip meta. Holy moly. We're going to see it happen, I think, maybe within the next few weeks as we start to move forward. All right.
We got one from Joe Cass. What the heck is going on here? Check out the image alt text. Joe Biden, just like we drew it up. Got them red laser eyes. And he says, check out the alt here, image description. Dark Brandon. We got Ant1 who responds and says, this is what's going on, David.
I find it very weird that no one is talking about how there were 6 Nigerian billionaires who died in a plane crash mysteriously while on their way to the Super Bowl, and how Biden just posted this cryptic ass message right after they died. The CEO of one of the largest banks in the country was on a helicopter with pilots, family, and the CEO/chairman of the Nigeria Stock Exchange when their helicopter mysteriously caught fire and crashed while on their way to the Super Bowl. And what are the odds that Biden on his presidential X account drops this photo with glowing red eyes and this weird caption that shocks all of America? And the caption for this picture that he actually posted on the presidential Twitter account was just like we drew it up, and everyone thought that they were talking about the Super Bowl when they weren't. I honestly believe that this is what they were talking about. And if you are unfamiliar with the Nigerian Stock Exchange and what they have going on right now with America and just the overall fight for power, money, and greed, you need to pay attention to what is going on. One of the people on that aircraft was a chief executive of Access Bank, and his wife and his son were among those 6 people that were on board. And it went down shortly after 10 p.m. on Interstate 15. And all 6 people were killed, including 2 pilots and the former chairman of NGX Group, the Nigerian Stock Exchange.
We got CEO of Nigeria's largest bank killed in California. Helicopter crash. We got one from the digital asset investor. Bitcoin is eventually going to get banned or regulated into oblivion. Where did they get a hold of that HODL? XRP?
So it gets back to the U.S. question that you asked.
It does.
I mean, at the end of the day, there has to be a home regulator.
Yes.
A stateless currency eventually is going to get banned in big places like the United States and China because they have lots of reasons they don't want to allow something that's not regulated. And you could say, well, why don't we have the BIS regulator, some international agency in the United States doesn't want that. Mm-hmm. And that's sort of a tension, at the end of the day. I mean, there's always this idea, if you go back to my book, at the history of currency, private sector is actually always inventing clever stuff.
Yeah.
And the government's always slow to catch up, but it does. Mm-hmm. And I think that's eventually going to happen here, that, we aren't going to have a stateless currency that's significant in the legal economy. Now, a qualifier is the world underground economy is huge, maybe 20% of global GDP. At least those are my estimates. And you don't control that as much. And so there is always going to be a market for Bitcoin and things which are stateless currencies there. And I'm not saying that's not valid. I'm not, but we have to, look at that separately. That market's not going away. And even if, the United States tries to regulate it into oblivion, it's still going to thrive in some areas that are significant.
We got one from Poly, OX, Sushi, right from Stellar's website. When Stellar is a global monetary standard, the logo will need a working line, so you can type it in a sentence like you do with the dollar, euro. The unique symbol for stellar lumens might not yet exist, but one day will, so the logo should come prepared. And it's got resonance with our S. It's got just a hint of Saturn in there, and it can work and copy as a currency symbol, just like so. Stellar, XLM, know what you hold. Also from Sir Robin, we're officially 1 week out of the Protocol 20 vote on February 20th, which will bring smart contracts to the Stellar network. Protocol 20 will mark the most transformative upgrade to the Stellar network to date. Also, we got DCENT wallets. Want to add SHX to your DCENT wallet? Here's a tutorial made by our community.
For Add Stronghold, click Add Account and search Stronghold. Both are the correct. Choose Stellar Trustline for low fees and fast transaction. Name your account and click Create. Simple. For deposit, click Receive. Before that you have to set trust line. For that proceeding it takes some XLM in your account. Now copy the address and start deposit. For withdrawal, click Send. Paste your address and put Memo. In case your account have no memo means select Memo None, click Next. Confirm the quantity, and click Next. Click Send. Simple.
Links down below for the Bagman discount. DCENT wallet, your best wallet for XRP, XDC, XLM, SHX. Also, February 8th through the 25th, register for your chance to win 2024 XRP. Links down below in the description box. We got the Digital Pound Foundation. Last year, Quant took part in Project Rosalind, a retail CBDC experimentation hosted by the Bank of England and the BIS. Quant Network has published a new video and case study sharing the insights into the project. And we got one from Sansom Feed. The U.S. CPI report causes crowd concerns, with recent history suggesting a market turnaround is possible. On a 12-month basis, the U.S. CPI report has anticipated to come in at 2.9%. Instead, the result of a 3.1% came in today, which has caused market cap bleeding in both crypto and the equities, with Bitcoin falling back below 49K today after breaching 50K for the first time in 2 years. And with that being said, Batman and Bag Ladies, we got the Bitcoin halving coming up right around the corner, April of 2024. Still anticipated another dip before leading up to the April 2024 halving, and then post 2024 halving, be on the lookout for the continuation of the 2024-2025 bull run. With that being said, Batman and Bag Ladies, where will you be? Where will those bags be? XRP in 2025. All banks in Japan using XRP standard. Catch you up here at the tippy top. Make sure to stay extra bullish out there. Drop a likey on the way out. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, crypto ghosts. Later, glitches.
Back like I left a few bags here. Party going down all night and yeah. Shout out to the fam, diamond hand, oh yeah. We knew the plan for hella years. You see the XRP, she wanna marry me. So many years we ain't really eat. More worry about trying to eat a dip. At all costs we went all in. Pulling up in something that drive itself. Pulling up in something that fly itself. They say 20K, your whole life changed. Well, I'ma have a few more lives then. 2017, I've been priced in. They got priced out. Chilling with the ducks, another night out. Houston got a problem, yeah, we all clear. 3, 2, 1, now they all